let's say we get back on the road here. Let's go and speak with Alphinaud again to take on our next main story quest entitled The Admiral's Resolve. Alphinaud is eager to deliver the good tidings to Limsa Lominsa. Well then, my friends, let us return to Limsa Lominsa and deliver the good news to the Admiral. A word to the officer in Bulwark Hall should be sufficient to secure us an audience. And since combat is not required, we can dress more casually, or for Shinji, something more in line with his character. So, back to Limsa Lominsa. Oh, literally a sweet name, Maple Cookie. I wouldn't mind one of those right now. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh. Anyway, let's speak with Sergeant Xanthel. Well, Lieutenant Okuri, ever a welcome sight. Tidings for the Admiral, you say? She's presently receiving guests, but for the signs I know she'll make an exception. Follow me. Yeah, anyone who is wondering who Shinji's association is with for Grand Companies, it's here at Limsa Lominsa. And yeah, what strange company you keep there, Admiral. So as we arrive on the scene, my friends, what brings you here this day? Yeah. Hey there, Miga, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. Is this true? Indeed it is. By the Navigator, a cure for tempering. As often as I've been in awe of you scions, I would have not thought it possible. And yet it is, Admiral. We have done it here in Limsa, and production of more familiars has already begun. You have my thanks. Truly, this will do much to advance the cause of peace. Yet I fear it will take more to close the rift twixt man and beast-man. Bah, to even speak thus divides us. Welcome as it is, a cure will not guarantee reconciliation between our peoples. For although summoning and the tempered may serve to fuel the conflict, they are but symptoms of it. If we are to resolve the primal problem once and for all, we must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a way to leave our bloody past behind. And so, 'twas I who moved that the Alliance renew its push for peace. Yeah, surprised to hear that from the Admiral? Yeah, that would explain why these two are here. Since our ancestors came to these shores some 7 centuries past, we Laminsans have been at odds with those who share our island home. Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the kobolds, our history has been one of nigh constant territorial squabbling. Meanwhile, our struggle with the Sahagin for control over the seas has only grown fiercer, a matter made worse by the thrice-damned calamity driving them to seek new spawning grounds. Yeah, and yeah, it looks like the crazy headdress still is a thing amongst the Sahagin. With survival at stake, each had no choice but to fight, and so I dismissed peace as impossible. Impossible is a word coined by the weak, I proclaimed to all who listen, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you have achieved the impossible again and again and again. And I thought it high time that I followed suit, hence my proposal to the Alliance Council. But no sooner did I reach out to our neighbors in Vilbrand than my own people sought to thwart me. Oh, that's unfortunate. You speak of the pirates who failed to attend the meeting. Aye, acting through a friendly faction among the kobolds, We had intended to seek an audience with a prominent patriarch. But the bloody executioners will not hear of it, and their absence sent a message to the rest. Though they are but one of 3 pirate powers, they are the greatest, and any attempt at peace would founder without them. So what do? I'm given to understand that the leader, Captain Hilfear, has been bedridden for some time with an ailment of the lungs. Correct. In his absence, his right hand leads, a man named Sickard, but recently risen to prominence among their ranks. Save for his disdain for authority, little is known about him. We have invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not come. I have tasked the Yellow Jackets and the Rogues with uncovering his motives, but they have learned naught of any value. So what do? Yeah, leave it to us. Yeah, leave it to us, Admiral. We have a nose for the truth. Whatever the Sickard wants, we'll find out. Indeed we shall. Truly, I would be much obliged. I shall look forward to hearing what you learn then. Good luck. And so, let's see what we can glean about this particular guy. So go ahead and speak with Alphanode, who's showing out over here with Odysse, and Graha. By way of a first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Someone must know this Sickard. If you can approach the pirates, Shinji, the rest of us will seek out merchants and adventurers. And so we need to go and speak with the leaders of Lim Solomento's pirate powers. So they are located in 2 areas on the upper decks. So let's go ahead and go on upstairs. First to the aft castle. So to find our people of interest, we have to go over this way. And we're going to go in the direction of a place called the Missing Member, where it seems like some people are having a bit of a hard time. Yeah, we want to speak with Captain Roswin, who not that long ago we tried to speak with in terms of getting trade over in Ishgard. Captain? You want to know about Sickard? It's a wily bugger's what he is. Some clever way to make coin, they say, and traded it for Moonskate's place at old Hilfear's side. There was a time when we raced the executioners for our pick of the Empire's fleet, but the Guardians had gone in their days with them. Owing to which, we've all had to look for ways to make ends meet, with that jumped-up bilge-rat Sickard landing the juiciest, whatever it may be. Not that we sirens are struggling mind, we do well enough go on fishing boats from the fish box and other beasties. Get the first pick of the produce for our trouble, see? Quality stuff at a bargain price. This we pass to our sisters, as we can't sail on account of getting old or wounded or with child, and they cook it up and sell it for pretty profits. Simple. Oh, I miss the old ways, don't get me wrong, but when I see the girls with their little ones, I think to myself, a life of peace and quiet ain't all bad. Which is quite surprising coming from you, Captain Roswin. Yeah, if your previous tirade was any indication. But now we'll make our way over towards the Marauders Guild. And so, away we go. Yeah, you can probably see the quest icon on the left. It's kind of hard to miss. It's time to reunite with our old friend Carvalan. Hey, big guy. Curious about Sickard, all you. As I am, my friend, as am I. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save that the bloody executioners experienced a marked improvement in their fortunes after his promotion. Quite how he achieved this is a matter of some debate. As you know, the thalassocracy permits us to attack only Gallian vessels, yet these have all but vanished from the seas since the Empire has turned in upon itself. In order to adapt, we Krakens have taken to trading with the East, but the executioners are less forward-looking. I cannot imagine they would willingly abandon the old ways. So then, how are they lining their coffers? Whatever their secret, they are not like to share it with their rivals, but mayhap you will have more luck. Well, let's see if we can't find out anything. Hey, Alphanode. I see everyone has returned, and everyone's swarming you. Now, who would like to go first? Yeah, we'll need to go into detail on this. So just as their imperial prey began to disappear, Sickard turned the executioner's fortunes around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is, it's nothing to scoff at. According to the tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves as never before, but no amount of drink seems to loosen their tongues as to how they're coming by their coin. For my part, I spoke with a reporter from the Harbour Herald. The publication has been investigating the secrets of the executioner's good fortune and making little headway. Plainly, the executioners do not wish the nature of their business to be made public. And I think I may know why. In the course of making inquiries on Hokozali, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the executioners began to enjoy better fortunes, the price of crystal went into sharp decline. A sudden fall in demand, I was told. Curious, I contacted Hoi Boulder, who's been watching the movements of the beast tribes, and my suspicions were proven correct. Despite ever-worsening relations with the beast tribes and the thalassocracy, neither Titan nor Leviathan have made an appearance of late, suggesting that the kobolds and Sahagin lack the means with which to summon them. Well, that's good news, right? Do you mean to say the executioners are divesting them of their crystals? All indications point to that conclusion, yes. Though we have had no hard evidence as yet, we must investigate further. Agreed. So how do we proceed? Oh, I have an idea about that. In fact, I've already taken the liberty of making certain visions. So, let's find out about that in a moment after we take either 3 portions of pickled herring, Moore's, farmer's breakfast, sausage and sauerkraut, or elegant silver pieces again. Why, I have no clue, so for the purposes of this, we could take the Moors or we could take the sausage and sauerkraut. In this instance, I'm invoking my mother's side of the family, so I'm taking sausage and sauerkraut. Yeah. We're going to help ourselves to some bratwurst. And so, once Alphanode has reset his quest icon, which hopefully won't take that long. There we go. So let's speak with Alphanode again to take on our next level lady's main story quest entitled The Search for Sickard. Alphanode has the look of a man with a plan. During my inquiries, a disgruntled merchant informed me that a wholesaler of crystals had recently arrived in Nimsa, offering wares at prices far undercutting the competition. After asking around, I was able to gain an introduction and will shortly pose as a potential buyer in a bid to establish the crystal's provenance. The man is due to be at Oshon's Embrace in Lower Lanacea shortly. I suggest we make our way there at once. And I will meet all of you guys there, but the fastest way for us to get there right now, at least, as evening descends upon Limsa, is to use the main Aetherite and just go out through the Tempest Gate. Alright, let's be on our way. And of course, with no restrictions on flying within Eorzea now, we can go wherever we want to. And we quickly make our way onto the scene. Alpha Node. As we have someone coming onto the screen. That appears to be our merchant. Wish me luck. Wait, if he's truly in league with the bloody executioners, he will surely be wary of those allied to the Admiral. The silence not least of all. Yeah, he's kind of got a point. Compared to yours and Shinji's, mine is an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of buyer. Graha is right, and even if you aren't recognized on sight, you look too genteel to be mixing with society's underbelly. Genteel? But very well, I leave it to you, Graha. Yeah, show us what you can do. Go business with me, cat boy. You're the crystal wholesaler? Yeah, look at this grin. That I am, but you're no merchant. So what do you want the crystals for? Yeah, all of a sudden, yeah. Kind of put him in a spot he wasn't expecting. Yeah, and I'm like, what are you doing? Don't look at us, you idiot! You'll give yourself away! Not good. All of a sudden, what's going on? Oh, I see. You're a weaponsmith, am I right? And you need crystals to make staffs like that fine specimen you've got there. Yeah, suddenly realizes... that's right, I am indeed a weaponsmith, and I use not but the finest materials. I bid you show me your wares. Well, we don't just invite anybody into our storehouses. Takes time to establish trust, you understand. Look, I have a large and urgent commission. If the quality is satisfactory, I will not quibble over the price. Alright, it's plain that's no ordinary crystal to join your staff, so I'll make an exception. Come with me. Yeah, it worked out! It worked out! You know, like, oh well, it seems to be working. Let's follow them. Oh, I heard that bump. Okay, away we go. Let's head on over to where we can find our quarry. So yeah, we aren't quite going over towards where the Red Rooster's stead is. We have somewhere else in mind. The entrance to the Blind Iron Mines. They went into that tunnel. Quietly now. Head on in, guys. We'll follow right behind. So yeah, here's where the materials are. And there's Graha. You won't find any finer, especially not for the price. Indeed, I would expect to pay more than double for such quality. How could they possibly be so cheap? There's nothing unlawful about 'em, if that's your worry. They're from Ogomoro, if you take my meaning. Oh, you went all the way over there? Stuff's as pure as it gets. You won't be disappointed. So, how much you'd want? As we're coming to an understanding. Yeah, we're just chilling out from afar. Ogomoro. taken for the kobolds just as we suspected. And as we're looking on... That's enough! Shut your gobs and turn around! Slowly! Yeah, we've been spotted. And we have a gun aimed at us. As in, not good. I'm Sicked, acting captain of the bloody executioners. No need to introduce yourselves. We know who you are. Scions. Yeah, we're not exactly a well-kept secret, are we? And we also know you've been chatting to the Admiral. Got eyes and ears everywhere, see? Comes with being the only true pirate crew left in Limsa. So you've established you ain't here to buy crystals. The question is, what are you here for? Do we just tell them straight out? You were bold to reveal yourself to us without knowing our objective, but that would explain your swift rise to power. You have spoken plain, and so I shall return the favour. We came here to learn why the bloody executioners oppose the Admiral's will. And we have our answer. Should Limsa make peace with the kobolds, you will lose the source of your newfound wealth. Is that how it is? That's right. Just to remind you though, we ain't breaking any rules here. The law forbids us from attacking any vessel not flying the Imperial flag, but it don't say nothing about beastmen. Taking advantage of loopholes. Only reason we keep our operation nice and quiet is cause we don't want no one taking our business. He's like, wait, just listen to the end, will you? For what it's worth, I have the highest respect for you and yours. Him especially. While the Maelstrom were worrying about dirt in their fancy red clobber, you lot stormed Yugioh and battered Bleeding Titan himself. Raised the mug to you when I heard the news. And now we're following your footsteps, making sure that beastmen never summon their stinking gods again. Practically your successors we are. But is this the right way to go about it? When there were still Imperial ships about, we did our bit for Limsa and went after them. But with the Guardians gone, there's no one left to ply our trade on except the beastmen. So let us have that, eh? It's only fair. Contentious though some may find your views, it is true that you have broken no laws. So what are we going to do? That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face. Unless the acting captain of the only true pirate crew left in Limsa has some other cause to hide in a cave? Well said. Well said indeed. So what do we do? Alright, I'll mate with the Admiral. I'll even provide the venue. The Australasia. I trust she won't turn down the invitation. Yeah, gauntlet is thrown down and look at how mad we are. Look at how mad Shinji is. But, in the meantime, we'll take our 815 gil for completing the quest. And so now, it's time to speak with Alpha Node again, so let's go and speak with them to take on our next level 80 main story quest entitled On Rough Seas. Alpha Node is keen to report back to the Admiral. I thought myself the hunter, but it turns out I was the prey. A timely reminder that the pirate powers of Limsa are not to be trifled with. But although that ends well, Garhatia's timely provocation has had the desired effect, and Sicked has agreed to a meeting. Let us hurry back to Limsa and pass on his invitation to the Admiral. And we will meet you guys there. Oh, look at all the carbuncles. Yeah, these things are everywhere and they're glowing all nice. Wait for everyone to file in. There he is. Lieutenant Okori, your companions have already reported to the command room. Will you be joining them? Indeed I will. Admiral, we're back. Welcome back, my friends. What news? Well, here's what you need to know, Admiral. So they have been stealing crystals from the kobolds. My thanks for solving the mystery and securing a meeting besides. Suffice to say, I accept Sikard's invitation, and I would have you join me as my guests. The future of Limsa hangs upon the outcome of this meeting, and I would have the Scions present to bear witness. We'll do what we can. And so, the next day... Yeah, the Admiral just striding in. I mean, she is the leader after all.
Look who's come crawling!
Traitor!
You can shove your piece!
Yeah, suffice it to say the Admiral is not well liked here.
Welcome aboard, Admiral. I'll wager you don't remember me. Sikard, acting captain of the bloody executioners, at your service.
'Twas kind of you to invite us. Now, if Captain Hillfear has a message for me, I bid you speak it.
We have just the one demand. That you forget this bilge about making peace with the beastmen. Ours is a nation of pirates. Always has been, always will be. Deny us our right to plunder, and you deny who we are.
Too bloody right!
Pirates till we die!
What we want, we take!
Not so easily swayed, clearly.
Piracy has no place in our future.
And then all of a sudden say, what?
What's
Yeah, that suddenly stopped them.
Pirates have no place.
Our nation has prospered through piracy, 'tis true. Yet it is but one part of our long and storied history. Centuries ago, our ancestors led a failed rebellion and were driven from their homes with little more than the shirts on their backs. In fear of their lives, they sailed south until they came to these shores. Finding the land occupied by kobolds, however, they were forced to turn to piracy in order to survive. And survive they did. But not so long ago, when the Empire threatened to crush everything we'd built, we set aside piracy and joined hands with our neighbors. This too was in order to survive. And survive we did. Time after time we fought the Empire, and time after time we won. And through trade with our newfound allies, we prospered more than we ever did through pillaging and plundering. The
But what about now?
Empire teeters on the brink of collapse. Ere long, provinces like Wurlit and Bosnia and many others will regain their freedom. When they do, our matchless fleet will lead the world in a new golden age of commerce. The tides favor us, and the ocean beckons with her vast bounty. But if we cling to the old ways, this great ship we call Limsa will trade the boundless seas for a lagoon. Shall we scorn the world's wealth for a plundered pittance then? Or shall we embrace change and thrive like our ancestors before us? The choice is yours. But if we are to prosper in the coming age, the whole of Vilbrand must become our ship, and a kobold and Sahagin our crewmates.
Yeah, what say all of you?
Rousing words. Might even be some truth in them. But pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so.
Clearly.
Still, we're all Mincins here and no one wants a war. So where does that leave us?
Where does it leave you?
Long before you became Admiral, I heard you was captain of the League of Lost Bastards. That true? If so, you'd know how we pirates settle our differences.
Want to take a guess? Yeah, the Admiral's like, no, stay back. I know how this goes.
A duel.
Yep.
Very well. As Admiral of Limsa Laminsa, I accept your challenge.
Yeah. Pirates here, they duel Wild West style. They take your backs to each other, 10 paces, turn and fire. Yeah, Seabold seems to be very confident in his chances. The Admiral, well, it's hard to tell what she's thinking. But she did agree to this. And all we can do is just watch. And away they go. They begin their 10 paces. Pay attention to what's happening in the back. Yeah, that would be the cue to fire. And it turns out they're so accurate with their shots, they reflect off each other. And so, he shoots again and misses. She shoots again and hits him in the leg. I was once an adventurer like you, but then I took a bullet to the knee.
Not till one of us is dead. Finish the job, or I will.
Yeah, he's that desperate, but then, yeah, someone comes to intervene on this duel. Yeah, you're not going to be allowed to die there, Sickard. So who's this coming to say hello?
It's the captain!
With a freaky face.
Captain Ilfir.
Yeah, apparently these guys know who this is.
Fool! 'Twas over afore it began.
Yeah, this is the actual captain of the Bloody Executioners.
Captain.
Seems the whelps have been yapping while their master was abed.
Oh, very much so.
Listen well, all of ye. Since the signing of the Galadian Accord, we all of us have been part of the same crew. The crew with a good ship Limsa Laminsa. At the helm of that ship is the Admiral. And 'tis she who decides where we sail. Was I not clear on that point? Or did you forget whose deck you stand on? Nay? Then what in the seven hells are you playing at?
Look at Sigurd, he's making them do this stuff.
Captain. If we ain't pirates, what are we?
You're bloody idiots is what ye are. Idiots with your own lives ahead of ye. Ye can do anything ye want. Be anything ye want. We're pirates, aye. And we pirates love our loot. But that ain't our first love. Our first love is the sea. The sea! And what she brings us. Freedom! So hold
Yeah, like
fast
William
to
Wallace.
that. Let the brine-crusted husk that stands before you now be the last of them as knew naught save out of steel. And make of yourselves a new breed of pirate!
And as for you, Sickard,
Lad, I made ye me right hand 'cause I saw something in ye. And I still do. You have the makings of a captain. All you lack's the belief. Well now, it seems we're of one mind after all. Apologies for the misunderstanding, Admiral. We're with ye, wherever ye be headed.
well, thank you for the assurance.
You have my thanks, Hilfir.
But you sooner said that, yeah, you're still in a bit of bad health, and hey, Wernzoin, what are you doing here? Yeah, this is Wernzoin from the Marauders Guild.
Did not escape my notice. Good old Annihilator. Ender of many a proud pirate's voyage. Mistbeard's vanished into legend, and it won't be long before I take my rest in the depths. Yet be that as it may, the old ways can only truly die when we've dealt the Empire the telling blow. There'll be stormy seas ahead, no doubt. But I'm trusting ye to steer us through to the other side.
And so away he goes, along with Wernzoin. And so, later that night, Admiral? Though I'd anticipated a duel, I did not foresee that Hilfir would intervene. But full glad am I that he did. 'Twould have been a shame to kill the boy. Instead, the whelp has learned a valuable lesson, and we have made peace amongst ourselves. All that remains to do is to do likewise with our neighbors. I have a hard time getting that out, but with that, we will complete this quest and we'll have our option of Tier 8 materia, of which we'll be taking a Savage Aim.